Please select who to vote for. We have our choices. Keiji, Kana, So, or Now. We vote for Now, and the sacrifice wins, and Now has made it pretty clear that she has interest in taking us with her. If she wins this vote and everyone else dies. Kana and So feels like the analog choice. We have to finally choose between them. Kana wants to throw her life away for So. Because even we've learned his true nature. And he did a lot of awful shit in the early game, but we've seen what his first trial amounted to. We've seen what they thought of him. So, in his mind, he's just doing what he had to do to get ahead. To survive, really. Even still, do we vote for Kana just to let him continue on? And it's very clearly these two want to die to protect the other. We can also, in theory, vote for Keiji. But we're not going to do that. See, that's the thing. We might do that, depending on what surmises from this. On one hand, Keiji's the keymaster. On the other hand, we know how the votes are stacking up so far. 3 for Kana, 3 for So, 2 for Now, and question mark for Keiji. My original thought was voting for Keiji would be a bad idea because he's the keymaster, but we know how the votes stack up. So the question would be, what would happen if we just threw our vote on Keiji? These two had a tie for first, and Now wasn't involved in the tie. Because Now, as the sacrifice, wins if we vote for her. There's a 3-way tie for first place, including her. But what happens if there's a tie for first, not including the sacrifice? Either way, this is going to suck. But the votes are in. And the winning outcome is by a solid percentage, 43% to 25%. I'm sorry, mate. All votes have been received. Displaying results. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, So. I'm sorry Now. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? That's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi. The Sage was Kyutaro Burgerberg. The sacrifice was Now Egokoro. I'm sorry, Now. I see. So this is your answer, Sarah. Now. Strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear. The moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now. Reiko, I'm glad I could meet you. I should be saying that. If you weren't around now, Thank you. Now. I wonder if I'll meet the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait! Miss Sarah, take this. This is... It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. What? What? Begin. Oh no. You're gonna... Oh god! Okay, no, that's gonna be... I don't want to die. Don't push it. Wait! Oh god, now. Oh, jeez! Don't, Sarah! Jesus. Oh god. Gah! Now expired. That was awful. That was awful. Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you. I still couldn't finish it. That's all right. You'll have plenty of time now. Yes. Ah. Ah. I couldn't push the button. At the very end, Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Next is So. Wait! Stop it already! Please, Savalin! Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So! Don't kill our ally, please! Ally? Worthless. So worthless. You don't have any last words, do you? I will begin the execute. I'm not gonna die. Huh? You think I'll do what you want? Your collar! What? Exits this way. Exits that way, huh? It's futile. The facility has a defense system. That doesn't sound good. Got weapons like this too. No dice after all. Pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. Miss Sarah. There's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning. And I'll tell you what it is. My final present. What? Where did So go? Oh. Oh. My feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. Oh, Jesus. What is this? So! So's body is limp. No! You can't. Even after you got your collar off? You said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please, please respond! Keep shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No. So has already expired. Even So. Everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it's all meaningless. Powerless. I can't stand up anymore. I hear a noise from the monitor. Why is this on, I wonder? No, that doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing is going to change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone is dying. Just like So here. Something's off. Why is So in this position? Don't tell me So was trying to use this machine. Looking closely at the keyboard by his hands, there were bloodstains from him using it. And so turn on this monitor? But for what? I looked at the monitor. What? Huh? What? Is this some kind of joke again? It was a familiar face. The face of my best friend, who I always saw at school. Joe. Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. As there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. It doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you, Joe? Huh? Yeah. Sarah? Sarah? What are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you. Even though you were my best friend. Sarah? But still. I found everyone that we would escape together. And yet they've kept dying. Professor Mishima and Kai and Alice and now and so. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart is buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sarah. Joe, when'd you become such a whiner? I mean, those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know, we were hanging out all the time before you even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. When my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out, Sarah. Never asked to go studying. I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing at karaoke. I sang with all I had, so you were cracking up. Every day was super fun, man. When bad stuff happened and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sarah, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. You'll always make choices I can trust, Sarah. Joe, were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not that self-righteous a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sarah. So cheeky. When you're Joe, of all people. Sarah, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. That's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but, I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend. I always wanted to say that, too. Joe, you're my best friend. I won't cry anymore. I won't lose. Please, always watch me from close by. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. And also, So. It was always clinging to me. This false hallucination I created. But now, I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward, and I'll end this death game. Sarah! I'm okay now. Big Sis Sarah! A look on your face. Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game. I'm on board, no matter how tricky our opponent. I'm gonna fight too. Yeah, that's right. I'll avenge now, and Alice. I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn so's regret, meow. We won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. Chapter 2, end. Winter's room? Who are you? You're doing well, Sarah. Are you our dad? Your father's glad Your father's glad you've survived. Now let's begin, shall we? The final death game. To be continued in the final chapter. Fuck you, Dad! What is this? Thank you for playing. This is a waiting room for until the next episode is released. Well then, thank you very much for staying with it this far. Oh man. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so he can't just... I wanna... Yep, more debate songs. There's one I want to find. I want to say it's this one. Oh? Don't be daunted. That is a good debate. That is a good debate theme. The music's so good. Okay, I like this as a logic theme. I think the thing I want to find is the, that's cool. Okay, so what do you got here? We can save. It's okay, we're just gonna drop this in slot 1. And I assume we can just load from this and go right into the finale. And oh man, it's gonna be a wild finale. It's gonna be a wild final chapter. Just, oh, these are, oh. Oh yeah, that's a final debate theme. I think I want to find end chapter. The clowns theme. There I am. Oh! Is this the secret BGM board? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? That's gotta be. Yeah, that's... Okay, so how far does this board really go? Oh. We're gonna find out how far this board really goes. Well, we'll go up to 30. Oh, yep. There's that minigame theme. Okay, so 39 is too far. That's another logic theme. Right now we are sampling the secret. Oh wow! Oh, that's the minecart theme. What? I don't even remember where this song came into play. Okay, yeah, that's a dance theme. By far. That is absolutely the dance theme. That's a different version of the debate theme. No, this is the dance theme. This is definitely the dance theme. Holy shit. I was gonna say, the song I was trying to find is the theme that was playing during the final stage of the discussion. I don't know if I can find that. But man. Well, this is a short loop, so we're gonna find something else. It's a nice, ominous flair to it. Minecarts! Yeah, 38 is the limit. Is there any bonus music hiding around here? I don't think so. So we've already found the secret menu of BG. 36. Okay, yeah, there we go. A nice jam to send us into the break. Which... the end is coming soon. The announcement was on Twitter. I think like February 25th, the final chapter releases in Japanese. So it'll be a while before the... no doubt it will be a while before the translation comes. But fairly confident that we'll see the final chapter on this channel this year at some point. Since this is the ending choice that won the poll, I low-key want to proceed into the final chapter with this being the game state. With Reiko being alive, and So being dead. We're still gonna do a separate bonus episode with the other 3 voting choices, but I think by virtue of winning the poll, this is our canon route, I think. I think it's safe to say this is going to be our canon route. Going into the final chapter, which is getting there. Which is almost here. My god, it is almost here. The journey is almost over. It's finally time to confront Sarah's father and her connection to all of this. So very clearly, Sarah's father was far more involved in this than we ever had any idea about. It did seem weird, everything we learned in the second chapter about Kai. His father, which was reputedly Gashu, and their connection to all of this, and just the emails. I guess with the knowledge we have now, looking back on the emails felt really weird, so to speak. In that, I don't even know how to put it into words, but it was something about the eventual conclusion that Kai's emails were being intercepted by his father and the organization, who wasn't related to Sarah's father whatsoever. And yet Sarah is such a big core part of this death game, where everybody's in here wearing a death necklace, AI simulations of everybody. So's final present to us: finding the secret hidden AI menu. Finding Joe. Which does, I suppose, beg the question of, was Joe meant to be a participant all along? How did Joe's memories get uploaded? Is it just sort of a... Or was Joe just not on the list? Not on the active AI menu because he was just an extra? You'd have to guess that, at least through observations and the like, just from his close relationship to Sarah, he got an AI made of him. In the mold of the other participants. Obviously there's a Joe doll, but there's dolls of everybody. God, there's still unanswered questions with regards... I'd say less unanswered questions, more confusion with regards to all of the remaining participants, so to speak. The participants, the candidates versus participants, the 16 candidates, and the extra participants, the 4 extra. What's their story? How did that all come about? What's the whole selection process? Does everybody have an AI? I'm gonna say it's been too long since I went through this final chapter. I'd almost need to rewatch my own stuff just to get everything back together in my head before going into the final chapter whenever that comes around. But plenty of questions yet to ask, dear old Dad, on the road to getting to the core of the death game. Confronting Dad, hopefully ending it with our remaining survivors alive. Oh yeah, this is it. We're gonna be in our waiting room until the final chapter comes out. By virtue of winning the poll, this is our canon route, pretty sure. Gonna be a bonus video with the remaining vote outcomes. Fairly certain only one of those is going to be a possible progression to the final chapter. And it's definitely not voting for now. We'll see what happens if we vote for KG, but pretty sure voting for Kana is the other option that will get us here. We'll see what happens. Until the 25th, and the final chapter is released, and until the eventual translation comes around, until then. So, second place in our voting poll was KG. No, that's the one thing I can't do. So third place in our voting poll was Kana. I'm sorry, Kana. it's been a while since I've seen the rules, so perhaps the first place tie, we lose all three. Which, if that's the case, that would indeed be the worst possible outcome. Thank you, Sarah. Why? Why didn't you choose me? I'll never forgive you, Sarah. Sarah, before I go, could you give me a hug? Yeah. Oh, you're warm. Well then, I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi. The Sage was Kyutaro Burgerberg. The Sacrifice was now Egokoro. I see. So this is your answer, Sarah. Now, it's strange. I couldn't stop shaking from fear. The moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you all. Now, Reiko, I'm glad I could meet you. I should be saying that. If you weren't around now, Thank you. Now. I wonder if I'll meet the professor over there. I wanted to finish that painting. I get the feeling that if Alice had lived instead of Reiko, she would be wanting to meet the professor and Reiko over there. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait! Sarah, take this. It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Begin. I don't want to die. Don't push it. We have to sit through this again. Don't press it. I want to die. No. Don't, Sarah. I don't want to die. Gah. The stage is almost already. Now expired. Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't finish it. That's all right. You'll have plenty of time now. Yes. I couldn't push the button. To the very end, Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. Once again, couldn't protect them. They died. Again. Next is Kana. Wait! Stop it already! Please, Safalin! Don't move. What? That's Gashu's. You come near Kana, I'll shoot. It's futile. Kana's execution won't be changing. Why? Ain't you different from Gashu and Miley? You carried out her execution with such a pained look. You don't really want this, do you? You don't understand, do you? I've always been your enemy, you see. I'm coming closer. Whoa! The gun let out a click. It was empty, I see. Damn you! We're all taking this badly. It's fine now. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sarah. Kana! Please take care of So. Everyone, get along together. Activating collar device. The human flower. What? What is this? My neck hurts. Oh god. I have a feeling I know what this is, and I don't like it. Just now, human flower seeds were injected by your necklace through your body. Okay, never mind, that's not what I thought it was. That's probably for the best, though. Stop, Cephalin! What are you doing? Please be at ease. She won't suffer like Miss Now. Roots will spread throughout her body, and feeling a comforting numbness, she'll die beautifully. Now they will bloom. Ah! Ah! Oh, Jesus! What is... Ah! Ah! That's not... That doesn't sound comforting in the slightest. That doesn't sound comforting at all. Ah! No! Jeez. Kana expired. This is how the chosen one meets her end. So long as the flowers don't wilt, her body will always be preserved beautifully. Kana. I'm sorry, Kana. We needed so to escape. I chose logic. Like you wanted, the worst possible choice. I'll kill you. Uh-oh. Worthless. It's all worthless. The floor masters, Sarah. Every one of them riffraff. I'll kill every last one of you who killed Kana. That's right. And first will be Sarah. I accept this. Wonder where So is. Searched around, my mind dazed. I couldn't save Now or Kana. I don't care. I don't want to look at that reality anymore. For now, I'll look for So. Okay, my feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. This can only be bad. What is this? The screen is glowing. I wonder what it is. I gazed at the screen absent-mindedly. Uh-oh. Yo, Sarah! Eh? Is some kind of joke again? There's a familiar face. Face of my best friend, who I always saw at school. Joe! Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. Because there shouldn't be an AI of Joe. It doesn't matter to me right now. Joe! Is that you, Joe? Yep. So, looks like you've been well. You murderer. Uh-oh. Eh? I should have understood this. This was a hallucination. A false Joe I created. Wait, I should respond to it. Let me hear it. Who'd you kill this time? You're wrong, I didn't kill. Gotta ignore it. You voted, didn't you? You sacrificed someone weaker than you to survive. No, that's wrong, Joe. I mean, this isn't Joe. Sarah, you've really changed. I can't breathe. Be killed by my hallucinations. What's your excuse for this time, Sarah? Shut up! Shut up! What do you know? You left me and died on your own. Just give me a break. Forgive me. Can't do that, Sarah. You know how much I suffered? I'll show you once more. Eh? Oh. A hellish sight. Last thing I want to remember. Joe's end. Well. Sarah. Are you okay, Sarah? KG. Thank goodness. Sarah, nothing wrong, is there? You were passed out in the room of rubble. In front of that video. That must have been an AI of Big Bro Joe, right, meow? It was a fake Joe somebody set up out of malice. Sarah, don't worry about anything it said. What are they talking about? KG. Who is Joe? What? What? Okay. That was drastically different to what I expected. Holy shit, that was drastically different to what I expected. Yeah, that's the accurate mood for this. What on earth? I mean, wow. That almost feels like two completely different setups, lead-ins to the final chapter. I mean, on one hand, So has, in what he feels like is justified revenge, which I can understand where he's coming from. But still, we... on one hand, voting for So set us up to go into the final chapter. We got the tease from Sarah's father in the winner's room that we're finally going to confront the core of the death game, which is him. This, on the other hand, I wonder if that doesn't throw us into an entirely different final chapter setup, which is... So throws a wrench in everything. Leaves Sarah in a way worse place than in the outcome where we voted for him and he fought for his life. Like, obviously the Joe AI was his final present to us in the good path. In the bad path, he obviously took it and twisted it to punish us, to hurt us. And there's obviously the unanswered question of, it feels like we went through that shit, and then someone or something used the Safalin's memory device to purge that from Sarah completely. So, or that's just I don't even know how to explain what just happened. Whether that was all So, or if that's was just all So followed by Sarah completely repressing everything. Is So going to fall in as the de facto villain of the final chapter because we killed Kana? There's no denying that now. There is still the matter of the death game. Or how different is the final chapter going to be in both cases? on one, So died and left us with a bit of a present to finally process our grief over Joe's death and everything that it's been doing to Sarah through this whole chapter. Move forward with all of our best friends, or majority of our best friends still alive, ready to confront the death game. On the other hand, we lost one of our best friends. We didn't lose So, who was actively trying, who came full circle once he opened up, and his plan to, once we got him on our side with getting the death game stalled due to Gashu's transgression, and that failed, he just fell full on into I tried trusting them. The game still bit us in the ass. All I can do now is die to keep Kana from dying. Which means all along he really, even in all of his manipulation, he really did have honest affection for Kana. Through all his manipulations, I feel like he really did have honest affection for Kana. Given that his last wish to just die to protect her. Given that when we went against that, and granted, instead Kana's wish to die to protect So, he went directly off of the deep end into the 10-foot deep end. And he is gone. Completely gone. We have more to react to, because we have one more outcome of this. But put it in the comments, how different do you think these two options of going into the final chapter are going to actually make the final chapter? I feel like, on one hand, it's still going to be the same core involving Sarah's father, but on the other hand, God, they just feel so drastically different. Wow. Anyways, on to the worst outcome now. Just to run back a point I was just making on the So route, just because I watched So's final request once again. Just to run back on So's good intentions of protecting Kana slightly, I feel like his backup plan was always to be voted for and to do the thing where he slipped his collar and ran. Obviously didn't account for fucking machine gun hallways shooting him down and him bleeding out, but I think his plan was, his sort of ace in the hole was always to slip his collar and bolt, which is why he was so insistent on getting everyone to vote for him, even despite turning around on things. And that, I still want to believe that he honestly has affection for Kana and doesn't want her to die, but that is a bit of a more thorough motivating factor in all of this. Anyways, time for the worst possible outcome, which is the only outcome that saves our good daughter. We did it. Sarah. Now? Do you remember the conditions of the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins, even if it's a tie for first. Now So has 3 votes, Kana has 3 votes, and as the sacrifice I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I could win by a tie for first. Say what? Let's return home together, Sarah. Big Sis Sarah, you wouldn't do that, right? Please select who to vote for. Well, I wouldn't do that except for this non-canon timeline, which you're going to immediately nix. I'm going to keep the So ending save, just because I want to have a save to see the final chapter from the So ending perspective, just because those feel so different. There's no way this is not going to be just a game over. It's going to be a conclusive game over. We might actually get to see some escape, but time for betrayal. We've had our share of betrayal from seeing all of the final paths of Virtue's Last Reward. Betraying folks there. Now is our betrayal time. Thank you so much. Sarah. No way! Big Sis Sarah! You betrayed us, Meow? Can't be serious. You wouldn't. What the hell, Sarah? Aren't we allies? This is reality, KG. The strong will tell you. I'm your ally. Don't be afraid. Trust me. In the end, they'll betray you. The convenience and whims of the strong. The weak will die. Well, learn a little something about how uneasy a weakling always feels? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I've gotten tired. I don't want to die. I just want to go home. I don't want to play this death game anymore. Even if it costs all your lives. So, goodbye. Sea of red unfolds before my eyes. There's no salvation. Tearfully, Safalin carried out exacting executions, one after another. Everyone struggling in anguished screams. I didn't listen to them. There's no way I could. Keiji, Gin, Kana, So, Kyutaro, Reiko. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's no way we can ever live comfortably after all this. Sarah. Don't cry, Sarah. From now on, I'll always be with you. When we get home, I'll make you delicious meals. We'll sleep soundly, bathe in the morning sun, go on walks together. Let's live happily, for everyone. It's okay. I'll bear this cross. You did nothing wrong, Sarah. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Sarah, you did nothing wrong. Massacre. As heartwarming as the thought of Now and Sarah living together and being lovely art wives sounds, I don't think, even with Now helping Sarah bear that burden, I don't think they would ever be able to truly live with that. All of that. All of the friends we made along the way. Everyone we had to let die because of that. It's sad, but it's unfortunate. The only path we could save Now turned out to be the path where we had to lose all of our other friends. So, this wraps up the end of Chapter 2, Part 2 of Your Turn to Die. God, I know I went into the vote saying that the winning vote, the vote for So, would be the canon ending, but God, I legitimately want to see both. from... Because they both feel... God, it's... They both feel like they're going to be completely different in tone and hopeful versus the despair of just completely breaking. So out to get revenge for ruining his plan and killing Kana. Versus having Kana and Gin and Reiko and Keiji and Kyutaro, I guess. And confronting Sarah's father in the final death game. I feel like they're going to be just two completely different stories. I'm really curious to see how that turns out. So, when next we return and hear this music. When next we return and see this music, we're gonna figure this out. We know the timeline for the final chapter coming out. We don't know the timeline for when we'll get the English translation. There is no rush. There are plenty of possible games on the table until then, but Your Turn to Die will return in due course. Until then.